everybody, Erin here. It is Thursday, May 30th, and I haven't done a live in a long time, and I've gotten a lot of questions about how I'm doing and how the studio is going, so I thought it just made more sense to do a live update and share with everybody a little behind the scenes of what it's like to be opening a brand new fitness studio, a brand new business in Dorchester. So first of all, I'm good. I get this question a lot, and everyone seems to be very concerned about my health and wellness, which I really appreciate. I actually am very happy to say that I've been extremely consistent in my workouts and my morning routine and sleep. And I feel like doing and focusing on those three things has really made a huge difference in how I feel. So when I try to get at least 6 hours of sleep a night, I've been using an eye pillow. It's really simple. I got it on Amazon years ago for like $10. It smells, well, right now it doesn't really smell like much because it's so old, but it did smell like lavender. And I find that at night, even though I want to journal to help me clear my mind, I tend to forget, and I crawl into bed and my brain starts to go into overdrive. So one of the things I've learned is that if I can't move because my cat's on top of me, I take the eye pillow and just put it over my eyes to help me really clear my head, and then it's very grounding. And then also, it actually helps sometimes in my brain to just pretend almost that I'm journaling about the day, and starting from that morning, just kind of work through in my head what I accomplished, what I didn't, things like that. And it's so funny because for some people, this would actually make their anxiety worse or make it harder to fall asleep. But for some reason, whenever I start doing this, I actually fall asleep pretty quickly. I also use progressive muscle relaxation. It's where you tense muscles systematically. So starting, you can start with your toes, your forehead, your hands, and you tense and you hold for a moment, take a deep breath, and you let it go. And you're teaching your body to release stress when it notices it. So those have been my techniques to help me sleep. So 6 to 8 hours minimum. I've been actually getting up earlier, which has been huge. Anyone out there that really wants to start a new goal or write a book, go back to school, exercise more, start meditating, whatever it is, I highly suggest doing it in the morning. To be totally honest, I was not a morning person for the last 10 years of my life. And last summer, I started focusing on trying to get up earlier and being more focused and productive when I am getting up earlier. And now I've consistently pretty much wake up at 6 a.m. every day, which is really good. I used to wake up more at 7, which doesn't seem like that much of a difference, but that 1 hour makes such a huge difference in my day, in my life, in my goals. So I suggest trying to get up earlier, and even starting in small increments makes a difference. So starting in 10 minutes, waking up at 6:50 instead of 7, and so on. And then I have a really solid morning routine, and I can do it over 20 minutes, which is my ideal, or I can do it over 5 minutes. So it involves, I always get up and shower first thing, brush my teeth, start kind of getting my hair ready and all of that. And then I go and do usually at least 3 minutes of yoga. So sometimes it's just a sun salutation with some warriors or some stretching on the floor. And then I meditate, and sometimes it's only for a minute, but the goal is 3 to 5. And then I write out my day in this little journal. I write out what I'm grateful for, and I set myself up with some mantras for the day. Usually my mantras are the same. I am mindful of my time, of my energy, of my goals, of my focus. I write that almost every day, and it actually helps. And then from there, I'm off. So those few things make a difference. Oh, and I take a cold shower. I'm not joking. I've been doing it for almost 7 months now, almost every single day throughout the entire winter. And I start off with hot water, obviously, and then I turn it really, really cold right before I'm about to finish showering, I kind of do a couple turns. I really rinse out my hair, kind of rinse off the whole body really well, and then I turn it back warm, and then I get out. And it sounds crazy, but I highly suggest trying it. And I know there's a few of you watching. Hi guys. I highly suggest tomorrow or the next time you shower, see how long you can last. I bet you're going to feel so good afterwards. I know I do. Anyways, so those are kind of my morning habits, and I actually just took a nap. It's funny because I hate admitting when I'm vulnerable, and taking a nap to me is kind of vulnerable, but I feel like people don't realize how important it is to nap, and how, especially if you're waking up early and only getting 6 hours of sleep, how taking a 6-minute midday nap can make the world of a difference. That's all I did, 6 minutes. I didn't technically fall asleep. It was more like a shavasana, but I laid with my eye pillow over my face in my bedroom for 6 minutes. I've also done this in my car. I've had people come out and actually ask me if I was okay. So if you ever see me sleeping in my car, I'm okay. I'm just taking a nap. That's another thing I suggest you try, especially if your sleep schedule is weird, your work schedule is weird, whatever it is, taking a nap can make a big difference. So these are the ways that I'm staying sane, and then on top of it, exercising. So I try to exercise, to be honest, 7 days a week, but it varies in intensity. I'm not doing hardcore boot camp or rock climbing or strength training or cardio every day. 7 days usually, includes all of those things, but then I include a day of maybe just walking, gentle stretching, yoga, and all of that. But moving my body every single day makes such a difference. And oh my God, hi Mike, nice to see you. Anyways, so those are the things keeping me sane while I'm opening my business, which hopefully will be in a week or two. We are pushing so hard. I'm actually, once I'm done with this, going to run over to the studio and check in on it. I'm there pretty much every day. It's a good thing that I live nearby. I think that's going to make my life a lot easier in the long run. But definitely now, because I'm constantly meeting with construction workers, going over the floor plans, the design plans, making changes is huge. I did not realize how many decisions I was going to be making this late in the game, but things change. It's funny, you think that constructing a building or a business, and you have floor plans, and you think that you're going to follow those to the letter, and you think that that's all, you just have to give the construction workers your floor plans and voila. It does not happen like that, let me tell you. Even if it's a brand new building, there are things that change, that are different than expected, that cannot go the way you want them to go. It is so eye-opening. And it's funny because it's a lot like the human body, right? Like, we all can work really, really hard, which I suggest we do to be healthy and to be strong. But there's always weird road bumps that come up. Maybe it's a cold or a sprained ankle or whatever it is. The same thing happens in the body, and it happens in construction. And honestly, this morning, I realized that one of the biggest lessons I've learned over the last 10 or so years that has really helped me is to go with the flow. If you don't know me super well, I tend to like to be in control. I do not call myself a control freak. I hate that. So please don't call me that. I just like to have control over my life, my day, my time, my experiences. And obviously there's probably a million reasons why, from childhood, from DNA, whatever it is. But thankfully over the last 10 years, I've really focused on learning how to breathe through changes and adapt really quickly, and not just shallow adaptation, but like deep internal adaptation. And I think that has really made a difference, and being able to go through each and every day and all of the obstacles, challenges, decisions, changes, and not cry and not fall to pieces and not get frustrated or yell at people or take it out on myself or my loved ones, or people driving. And yeah, So that is how I'm doing, and the studio is coming along great. I'll do a formal update later to all my members and to our community. So if you haven't, be sure to check out Savin Hill Fitness Studio. I'll post our Facebook page below, Instagram as well. It's just Savin Hill Fitness. You can sign up for a newsletter, but we're hoping to open, like I said, in a week or two. And it's going to be amazing. It's coming together so beautifully. Our cycling room is all black, which is awesome because I love cycling and I love making it like a party. I think I was a DJ in a former life. And our fitness room is bright and airy. We have beautiful lights. Our lobby is gorgeous and spacious. Our bathrooms are to die for. The tile work came out amazing. So yeah, it's all coming together, and I have the absolute best team, which makes the hugest difference. So that's how I'm doing. That's how the studio is doing. That's what it's like opening a business to some degree. I hope you found this interesting. Okay, if you have questions, let me know. And I hope to see you soon. If you're in the Dorchester area, my studio is 110 Savin Hill Ave, and that is across from McKenna's and across from the Savin Hill T-Stop. It's the new building being constructed, and I'm there pretty much all the time. So if you happen to be in Savin Hill, message me and maybe I can give you a tour behind the scenes before all the construction is done, because it's really fun. All right. I hope you have a great day.